twisted minds unique.
Hi, it's Andy from Blackwell Brides, and a couple things. One, we're watching Slash Sisters. Two, I've been asked to make this fun, which means that I can't remember anything but how much I love the Slash Sisters and this show, and so you should too. It's the only thoughts in my head. Hopefully it's the only thoughts in your head.
Welcome back, everyone! I am Slash Sister Jen, and guess what? It's Mother's Day weekend, and I've been very busy this week, working with flowers, and my hands are dirty and gross. Anyways, happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there and people who take the place of moms. Final girls, survivors, all the like.
And I'm Slash Sister Hallie, and we're reviewing Jigsaw from 2017, directed by Michael and Peter Spierick?
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. And starring Matt Passmore, Tobin Bell, and Callum Keith Rennie.
Yep. This
Basically,
is,
nobody except for Tobin Bell.
Yeah.
In fact, he's the only one that comes back.
This is the return of to the franchise after a break. How long was it? Like 8 years?
The final chapter, or 3D, or 7, however you want to look at it, came out in 2010. This is 2017, so
okay, 7 years. Okay. So yeah, after 7 years, proving once again that some legacies just refuse to stay fucking buried.
But this also takes place 10 years after the events of Jigsaw's death, because they actually say that it was 10 years ago that Jigsaw died. So
timelines are weird. Time doesn't exist anyways.
Not in these films, not really. We have new players, new traps, and somehow the question, how is the man still 10 steps ahead?
I mean, it's a fresh take with classic Saw energy. Moral tests, twisted timelines, and consequences that hit pretty damn hard.
Convoluted consequences.
Yeah.
But before we tear into this, deconstruct this trap, make sure you head over to our Etsy store at etsy.com/shop//sisters. We've got horror-inspired art done by Jen, shirts designed by me, and patches representing some of our favorite bands and horror franchises, including our logo as well, that you can sew on your battle jacket, backpack, vest, whatever. So go over there and support us that way if you would be so inclined.
Yes.
We would love it.
And, while we're talking about it, don't forget to slash the subscribe button, stab the like button, ring the grave bell, do all those things because it really does help our channel out a lot, helps us get our name out there better, and makes us feel good when you give us comments. So, do that too.
We need to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers.
All right, now, make your choices carefully.
Because the game continues?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Detectives Brad Holleran and Keith Hunt pressure Edgar Munson.
Eddie Munson?
Ed Munson, who claims that he must start a game in exchange for his own survival. He activates a remote trigger and is then shot and collapses.
Okay, can I just talk about this opening scene and really the whole fucking movie and how it looks like a CSI episode?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, the whole damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got this, running on the roof action sequence and, following him, with the close angles, and it's... I was like, what are we watching here? It's also got this, very glossy, super produced look to it that is very much not the gritty Saw that I remember. Mm-mm. So, we start this movie out on a totally different note than any of the other ones.
Which is kind of why the thread that gets exposed with this does not get pulled any further after this.
Yeah. So we start our story with 5 people. Mitch, Anna, Ryan, Carly, and an unconscious man awaken inside of a barn with buckets on their heads and chains around their necks. A tape recording of John Kramer's voice explains that they must each sacrifice blood to survive before the chains pull them toward a wall of buzzsaws.
I mean, to be fair, that is like one of the old taglines from like the original 7 films or whatever. How much blood would you shed to stay alive?
Sure, yeah, because I mean, it has happened before, yeah.
Most of the group escapes by cutting themselves, except for the unconscious man, who awakens too late. Their next
He
test...
loses half of his damn head.
He actually doesn't, but okay.
Yeah, but like...
No.
Right.
Right. Just, we'll get there. What the hell did you just kick over? You got a tool chest over there?
Don't mind, it's just the bricks in my purse. I have to have protection.
Wow. I didn't know you lived in such a shitty neighborhood.
My neighborhood's quite nice.
Anyway, the dude, the unconscious dude wakens too late. Their next test reveals that Carly, a purse snatcher, accidentally caused the death of an asthmatic woman to save the others from being hanged. She must inject herself with one of 3 needles. One as an antidote, one is to the poison in her system, another being simple saline solution, and the last one being a fast-acting acid. Yeah, but she can't make the decision on her own. She refuses, and Ryan, as they're all being pulled up to the ceiling by their throats on chains, injects her with all 3 at the same time, killing her, but saving everyone else. Then they move on to their third trap, where Ryan attempts to escape the barn, where it says... Not an exit.
Not an exit, but he don't care. And his leg falls through the floorboards, and it is ensnared with wires, like
piano wire or something like that, right? Yeah, it like wraps around his leg like at least 3 times.
Yeah. Another tape recorder reveals that he will be punished for breaking the rules and must pull a lever to be set free.
I don't know.
While he is trapped in this fucking thing, a door opens and Mitch and Anna go inside of it because why not? And then it turns out to be a grain silo that is then being filled with grain. And it forces Ryan to, I mean, basically they're gonna drown in grain or Ryan's gonna pull that lever. And he pulls that lever and then his leg gets cut into 4 pieces. Yeah, but he does rescue them. So there's that.
Halloran and Hunt investigate the discovery of corpses that appear to be the unconscious man and Carly, whose deaths fit John's modus operandi, or...
And Halloran just pisses me off, dude. Like, with the car and the obnoxious, I bet you he smells like Axe body spray. Like...
so like Tony Stark from the Avengers?
Sorry, guys. I made the audience laugh.
So like Tony Stark from the Avengers?
Yes. Like, he probably, he's a douchebag, okay? That Halloran guy, he's a mess. Laughs in the peanut gallery today, guys.
Yeah, plenty. Laughs aplenty. Anyway, Halloran and Hunt investigate the discovery of the corpses that appear to be the unconscious man and Carly, whose deaths fit John's M.O. Halloran becomes suspicious of pathologists Logan Nelson and Eleanor Bonneville. Eleanor reveals to Logan that she is a Jigsaw fanatic.
Yeah.
Not just a fangirl, she is a fucking fanatic.
Yeah, like Jenny and how obsessed she is with Ghost. And it's a lot.
Not as bad as this.
But she's like next level with Jigsaw.
But now fears this might incriminate her. Hunt spies and informs Halloran. Later, Edgar is abducted from the hospital.
Yeah, that's a lot. A lot happened in that short description you just gave there.
Yes, it did.
So yeah, we find out that like, first off, we meet Logan and Elle. They are both like coroners? Pathologists in the coroner's office. Logan knows one of the detectives because they were in Fallujah together or some shit.
Some far off country.
Right. So like
they're former military basically.
Yes. So like as they're as Halloran and what's the other guy's name? Halloran and Hunt. Yeah, as they're like investigating what's going on, they start getting a little suspicious of Eleanor because she seems way too into this Jigsaw thing. They start spying on her. Like, she has a whole fucking warehouse full of like Jigsaw shit.
Yeah, it's almost like the theater shrine from Scream.
Literally.
Like 22.
Yes.
Not Scream. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, then Edgar Munson. This movie came first.
Yeah.
Just saying. 2017.
Yeah.
Before Eddie was a character.
Yeah, Stranger Things was already a thing.
Yes, but Eddie was not a character yet.
Right, no, yeah.
So yeah. Did they steal that name? Edgar Munson? Eddie Munson?
I'm still adamant that Eddie Munson evolved from the character from Trick or Treat.
Okay. I dig that theory. I'm into that theory. So yeah, like a lot happens. So he ends up getting straight up taken. Like, he just disappears from his bed in the hospital, where he was recovering from having his hand shot off.
He was in a fucking coma.
Yeah. And somebody
he got up and walked away.
No, somebody picked him up and walked out of the hospital. Either way,
yeah,
it's completely unfeasible.
And there was an officer watching his fucking room.
Weird. Anyways, in the barn, we're back in the barn, and Mitch is the younger kid who he keeps, like, Jigsaw keeps trying to get all of these guys to confess to what you've done.
Confess your sins,
right? So like the main chick, I don't know what the fuck her name is. Anna. Sorry. As you can tell, I clearly don't give two shits about this movie. This one's bad, you guys. I'm sorry for spoiling what gets to the end, but this movie is great.
This was promised to be like a return to form, and it very much was not.
No. There's some really cool traps. There is some cool traps in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that Saw always has is cool traps. But like, man, this story's a fucking mess.
The timeline in this one is very much blurred.
And they always try to do that, but this one's
worse.
Really?
This one's the most egregious one.
Really? So anyways, Mitch is revealed to have sold a faulty motorcycle to John Kramer's nephew.
Yeah, so out of the 5 people that were actually in the initial barn trap, only 3 of them had connections to John. The other 2 were just
randoms.
Bystanders.
Yeah. The motorcycle caused John's nephew's death, and he is being tested by being lowered into this spinning funnel, spiral-shaped blade powered by a fucking motorcycle engine. And this trap is bonkers. This is the one that Eleanor had built in her warehouse.
Actually, she had multiple things because she also had the reverse Venus flytrap thing as well. But she also stated that was this trap, that specific like funnel-shaped trap, was supposed to predate like everything.
It was supposedly before that first bathroom trap.
Yeah, which apparently they finally did find the bathroom.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyways, he attempts to stop the blade. Actually, Anna attempts. She sticks a piece of rebar into the motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes! And then, like, of course, it snaps. And then he gets all chopped up.
Because he can't reach the brake.
Yeah. Yep.
Edgar's corpse is found inside John's grave.
You know, because the police were going to the grave to dig him up to prove that John was actually dead. And not back from the dead, but Edgar's in his grave, so how's that happen?
I have a question about this scene. You gonna tell me that the policemen there digging up John's grave
didn't see that it had been dug up?
The people in the fucking cemetery with the backhoe couldn't tell that was freshly disturbed fucking soil?
Right. Sorry, this movie's fucking dumb. What?
Anyway, Halloran finds a corpse appearing to be Mitch in Eleanor's audio studio.
They're not a raid.
I can't. I went to ICC. and calls for her and Logan's arrest. Logan convinces Hunt to let them go after telling him that the bullet which hit Edgar was fired from Halloran, which he switched
Not
bullets,
true. Yep.
whom he and Eleanor suspect to be the new Jigsaw killer. Eleanor deduces the game's location, and she and Logan depart for the barn, with Halloran in pursuit.
In that stupid-ass muscle car. Sorry, I mean, the car's not stupid, but it's
Well,
stupid that he's driving it as his fucking daily driver.
It's a Challenger, right?
I
It's
don't
Challenger.
remember. So we get back to the barn, and Anna and Ryan are shackled to pipes on opposite sides of the room. And John fucking Kramer walks into the middle of the room. What?
Ah, he is back from the grave.
What? And I mean, he's clearly like a lot older.
I mean,
that's one downfall to this. It's like, okay, we do find out that like this story took place during a different time period. We're telling two stories at the same time that are 10 years apart from each other and all this bullshit.
actually, it's more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, because it's from the beginning
2003.
of this. Yeah. So like, I mean, there's that, but like, come on, you guys, you should have done a little bit of makeup or put a hat on him backwards again. I'm not sure. Do something. Something. Anyways, John confronts them. Look, I didn't even eat an edible this time. I'm just being funny on my own. Anyways, John confronts them and reveals that Anna, who tried to confess her sins earlier, saying that her husband rolled over on their baby. Nope. Turns out she killed that baby with a pillow and then framed her husband, who later killed himself because of the guilt. And Ryan's drunken tomfoolery caused his friend's death in a car accident. Meanwhile, Hunt finds jigsaw-shaped pieces of flesh in Halloran's freezer. So now he's like, yep, Halloran's definitely the killer. Only somebody could have put those there. Who, Hallie? Who could have done it? It was Jigsaw, wasn't it?
For their first test, John leaves the two a shotgun loaded with one shell. He actually wakes them up by pressing the shell, saying it is their key to freedom. Remember that phrase.
Key to freedom.
Logan and Eleanor are ambushed by Halloran at the barn. Anna tries to shoot Ryan, but the gun backfires, killing her. Ryan finds the now destroyed keys
that were inside of the shotgun shell.
Yep.
The keys to their freedom that could have unlocked their fucking things.
Well, his was completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Anna's was intact. Among the debris, they had been hidden inside the shell. Eleanor escapes Halloran while he is drugged by an unseen assailant.
Who could that be?
Pathologist, perhaps?
Logan and Halloran awaken. Well, Halloran does. In collars, rigged with laser cutters, and are told by a recording to confess their sins. Halloran forces Logan to go first, and Logan actually confesses to having mislabeled John Kramer's x-rays years earlier, causing his cancer to get undiagnosed. Despite confessing this, Logan is apparently killed. These lasers are like pointed upward and then keep going in farther, and then they go in and blood, and yes, apparently Logan is killed. But then they go to Halloran, and he admits to allowing criminals to walk free for personal gain, and his collar deactivates.
However, Logan is revealed to still be alive and is also the unconscious man from the first barn game.
Yep. The first barn game?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Which took place 10 years earlier. Feeling that Logan should not die because he awoke too late, John saved him and recruited him as his very first apprentice.
So he's the reason that John's cancer diagnosis went unchecked.
Right.
He felt bad because he didn't wake up.
It was an
in
honest
time?
mistake, is what John said. It was an honest mistake.
Anyways, Logan reveals that he then recreated the barn games 10
Only with
years later.
with 3 people instead of 5 this time.
Yes. Chose his victims from other criminals that Halloran let go and framed Halloran as the new Jigsaw killer, as revenge for having released Edgar Munson, the person who was responsible for killing Logan's wife. Okay.
So the 2 male apprentices that Jigsaw ended up having started their escapades for revenge for a loved one being murdered. Because Hoffman started his escapades by killing his sister's murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where's the originality, guys?
Yep. For breaking the rules by forcing Logan to go first, Halloran's collar is then reactivated and starts going again. And this is actually, I mean...
This is really cool.
The CGI kind of sucks. But it's actually really fucking cool because he basically gets turned into a Demogorgon. Like, his head just splits. And
6 ways.
Yeah. Yeah. And his mouth open. Like, you could see chunks of the fucking skull in there. It is a cool kill. It's cool. It's the one part of the movie that I was like, all right, that was fun. That was fun. That's fun. I got you. Yeah. And then Logan says, I speak for the dead.
Which is a common thing for the pathologist, because the pathologists actually usually determine the cause of death for people. Yeah. So the line kind of makes sense when you look at it in context to the type of character that he was playing, a pathologist. But yeah. Stupid.
And then he slams the door as if, you know, game over. And leaves. So we were to believe that this person has been helping Jigsaw all along?
No, because this is the only time we see him.
Yeah, so he got saved by Jigsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Why? The only person ever gets saved by Jigsaw.
Honest mistake. That's what Jigsaw said.
That's fucking dumb. This movie sucks. Bloody Machete down.
2.
That's all I got.
2 Bloody Machetes down.
This movie sucks.
There was so much potential for this to be a...
it could have been cool.
It could have been good.
But, like, the way that they... It's like a...
It's poorly executed.
At the very end... Oh, yeah, by the way, we were telling you the wrong story the whole time. Gotcha. Really? Really? This movie's dumb. I hated it. Get it out of here. Fuck.
Timey-wimey stuff.
They gotta stop it with that crap. Although, it's what they've been doing all along, and they do get back to doing it correctly. Eventually. Anyways, now that that shit's out of here, you want to do something new?
2 more Saw films to go. And new being relative for this channel, because this film is 2 years old now.
Yeah, but like newer for us, you know? Like, you want to do something a little bit more recent?
Sure.
Want to do something... Hey, we're going to close out another franchise. Is it a franchise if there's only 2 movies?
2 movies is not a franchise, mate.
No, it does
but no, we're going to be revisiting the world of Smile. 2.
I'm trying to do it again.
You're failing miserably.
Fuck. I suck at this. All right. At least I'm making that peanut gallery laugh tonight. Anyways, come back next week because we're gonna bounce into this bullshit.
Did we not promise shenanigans? I believe we promised shenanigans.
Y'all came to the right show. So make sure you watch this nonsense. Is it nonsense or is it crazy fun? This is a movie that you need to watch. It needs to be seen. That's all I can say about that. And you got to come back next week to find out what our thoughts are on it because I don't want to spoil what my thoughts are right now.
Until then, make sure you slash that subscribe button,
stab the like button,
and ring-a-ling that gray bell so you don't get lost in the mix and can stay up to date on everything we're doing right here on the Tube of You.
And until next time, we will see you all in the afterlife.